Hello everyone. Today we are going to talk about ideal transformer. So today's class is about an ideal transformer. So in today's class we will be covering the topics like what is an ideal transformer and what are the key features of an ideal transformer, comparison of this ideal transformer with an ordinary transformer, what are the pros and cons, what are the applications, and the summary of ideal transformer. So what is an ideal transformer? How can you define an ideal transformer? Ideal transformer is the one which does not exist anywhere. That means there is no practical transformer which is ideal in nature. So why are we saying like that? Because an ideal transformer is the one which has no losses at all. That means losses are 0%, which means the efficiency is 100%. The ideal transformer is the one which has purely inductive coils. If the coils are purely inductive in nature, then automatically there is no resistance carried by the coils. So the ohmic losses are 0. The winding resistance is 0. So the transformer which follows all these things, 0% losses, 100% efficiency, 0% resistance, 100% purely inductive coils, no ohmic losses. If a transformer is following all these things, then such transformer is called as an ideal transformer. Ideal transformer can never exist in universe. It is like an imaginary one. This is about an ideal transformer. So how can you compare this ideal transformer with an ordinary transformer? Ideal transformer is always compared with an ordinary transformer, where ordinary transformer has some losses, because you cannot expect the ordinary transformer should be loss-free system. There are some losses in ordinary transformer. What are the losses? The losses are of two types: iron loss and core loss. Iron loss again comprises of hysteresis and eddy current losses. So the combination of hysteresis and eddy current losses are together called as iron loss or core loss or constant loss. What do you mean by copper loss? Copper loss is the one which is always variable, which is always changing with respect to load or load current. So copper losses are called as winding losses, or these are also called as variable losses. So ideal transformer never faces any sort of loss, whereas an ordinary transformer or conventional transformer or a normal transformer, which will have few losses, at least the iron and copper losses. So the maximum efficiency of this ordinary transformer cannot be 100%. This maximum efficiency of this ordinary transformer ranges from 90 to 99%. On an average of the efficiency of an ordinary transformer would be 95%, but it varies from 90 to 99%. But an ideal transformer is the one which is giving us 100% efficiency under any load, at any power factor. So which is truly not possible. This is truly impossible. So that's why ideal transformer is the role model for any conventional transformer. Ideal transformer is, it's like the thing which is not possible in practice. So practically, nowhere an ideal transformer exists. That means Any transformer has to face these basic iron and copper losses. So the concept of ideal transformer is only for the sake of comparing this with the best system, comparing the conventional transformer with the best system. So that's why the concept of ideal transformer and ordinary transformer both are contradictory to each other. One is showing it is 100% efficiency is possible. The opposite side, the truth is nowhere 100% efficiency is possible for any machine, even with the transformer. Even though it is not having any frictional and windage losses, but still transformer has to bear with these iron and copper losses. So you can never expect the transformer should be a loss-free system. That's why this concept of ideal transformer is only a myth. You can never see an ideal transformer in practice. That's it about the concept of ideal transformer. Thank you.